Even on SOV, as a trend media view and this program trend conversation. All the trending issues in Nigeria and globally. If you are new to this channel, if you are new to this program, kindly like, share, subscribe, and do not forget to hit the notification bell. With me, Mr. Chinedu Michael, a renowned political affairs analyst.
Good morning, viewers. Happy New Year. Thank God we are on it. May God protect us and give us a prosperous year ahead.
And
Thank you.
Mr. Chinedu Michael, this is a Punch newspaper. But I want us to quickly look at the controversy surrounding the statement that came from the Chief of Army Staff. I'm talking about Labaja, why he featured on Channel's program. He was quoted to have said that it will lead to anarchy if you allow Nigerians to be armed for self-defense. Shortly after that conversation in the media house, stakeholders across board, Middle Belt Forum, Pandef, Afenifere, Arewa, there were reactions. And the popular opinion is that Nigerians need to be armed for self-defense. As such, since the headers or whoever is killing the people, federal government cannot guarantee disarming them, that it is better to allow Nigerians to be armed. Where do you stand, Mr. Chinedu Michael? On the side of Labaja or on the side of Nigerians?
Well, I am not going to stand on the side of anybody. I'm just going to air my own personal view. You know, having followed Nigerian politics for a while, you know, and I understand some certain things about Nigeria. Let me start from saying this. There is something that happened recently that, you know, will leave you wondering what actually is the problem with this country. For over 60 years, with all the professors, with all the intellectuals, professionals, none of these people are able to fix Nigeria. That is one. Two, when you look at what Labaja is talking about, though I didn't watch that, but from what you've just said, you know, there's no doubt about it. If Nigerians are going to bear arms, what are you going to expect? Destruction, total anarchy.
It means you are agreeing with Labaja.
I'm coming, I'm explaining something, I'm coming. I'll also tell you the reason why Nigeria should not bear arms. I'm also telling you the reason why, the solution, if it has gotten to that level, what the stakeholders, ethnic lords in Nigeria, what they should come out and insist, civil society organization, what they should insist on. I'm coming to that, sir. What the man is trying to say is this: the same thing we have been hearing: rejig, empower, provide arms, import weapons, move the military, train them, this, that, for over 60 years. They have not been able to achieve anything. That is one. Two, are you not seeing that most of these killings are being sponsored? It's becoming clear that this is political. The killings are political. And remember, let me just sound it very clear to you now. What is happening in the north is going to manifest very soon. If peradventure Nigeria breaks, Nigeria disintegrates, the Fulanis will rule over the Hausas in the north. And that is what they are driving at. It is an agenda. So, but what makes it look as if the military, the police, the intelligence unit, the security architecture seems to be overwhelmed. That is what Labaja is trying to tell you. They are overwhelmed. But
In the midst of this, should Nigerians be allowed to bear arms for self-defense
No,
by a way of legislation?
no, because if you say Nigerians are not matured yet to that level.
Is that your opinion?
It is my opinion. Let me give you an instance. In Israel today, every child in Israel, once you are 6 years and above, you undergo military training or college or school or primary school where you be taught one or two things. So the culture of carrying arms is already, something they understand very well. But if you say Nigerians should bear arms to defend themselves against uncertainty, that means you have automatically called for war. You have automatically called for disintegration of the country. That means we don't have government again. That's what it means. Because Nigerians are not yet matured for that. But the only way out, they have been saying it over and over again. Plus, what is wrong with having local police security? Local government having their own security, communities having their own security, powered by government.
But are you aware?
Structure these things. Leave this center. How can one man be controlling before? Okay, look at what happened during the EndSARS. Before you can get order to either intervene in a crisis or in a situation that's not palatable, you have to go to Abuja. The president control the military, the president control the police. Let them disintegrate. Restructure these things. Let these things, local government, state, have their own security. That is what the government should. A lot of ethnic laws have been saying it. A lot of prominent Nigerians have been, campaigning towards that direction, so that most people will be able to defend their community, their area. That's what I'm saying. So anybody that is saying Nigeria should bear arms does not actually, maybe if it happens, then bye-bye to Nigeria as a nation.
Let us look at this statement coming from, I think, the governor of Mufwang, that's the governor of Plateau State. Christmas Eve massacre, not farmer herders conflict. Governor insists. Do you agree with him, Mr. Chinedu?
I don't know. How would they? This maybe he doesn't understand what he's trying to say here, or he's being quoted out of context. You see, when you talk about bandits, Boko Haram, these people are connected. Whether herders, whether Fulani, what name them, they are connected. They are working for the same agenda.
In synergy.
Yes, it's synergy. You understand? So I don't know what the governor is talking about.
Does it mean he's playing politics?
It's very possible. Because see, the understanding of an average northerner is different from the understanding of an average southerner. You must take that. They don't know how to separate religion from politics. And it's a very big problem on the side of the northerners. They should understand that very well. Then education. They need to understand. They need to be, rescued, so to say. And Jonathan tried to do that, but they destroyed everything that had to do with Jonathan's policy regards to education in the north. You understand? Well, for all to say Nigeria should be no, it's a total no. Instead of Nigeria bearing arms, let the state, local governments have their own security network to police at least within the environment.
There is actually, you are aware that even as we speak, there is Amateku, a security outfit in the southwest. There is another one in the southeast, they call it Bubago. But as at the last time, we are aware that under the last administration of Muhammadu Buhari, the office of the National Security Advisor refused to allow them to bear arms. Don't forget that going by Nigerian EndSARS laws, there are some category of arms, not just category. Before you procure arms, you need an end user certificate that normally comes from the office of the National Security Advisor. And federal government have been maintaining a stiff opposition to giving out such permission. How do you think they can succeed this time around?
Tinubu is in Aso Rock now, not Buhari. Whatever that has happened in the era of Buhari, That is by the way. Tinubu has appointed his own men to achieve a certain thing, his own agenda. And one of those agenda is to provide security for Nigerians. And anything that will make you, any policy that will make you to achieve that, it will be a welcome development. That is one. Two, we need to decentralize that autocratic setting in our world. That is what it should. By the time we restructure and decentralize the system, the federal government seems to be having unnecessarily access to power. You know, how they put, he said dissolution is the way to go. Decentralize is the way to go. Restructuring is the way to go. Thank you, sir. Devolution of power. That's what I mean. It's the way to go at this point in time. If children want to steal from, we can go ahead and fail like Buhari. This is a man that said he is a Democrat. He fought for democracy in Nigeria. He was part of the Nabiola struggle, Nabeko's movement. He sponsored Nabeko. A lot of people believe at this point in time we shouldn't be, swelling our head over some of his deadly mistakes. You understand? People believe that as a Democrat and someone who has been part of a system who has once at a point in time, trying to see that Nigeria works and Nigeria really ran the principles of rule of law, which is democracy. But look at him now. Look at the person. Look at Tinubu now. Can you look at him in total front and back? It looks as if the man has. But somebody is saying, "Let us give him time." We saw the Nobel laureate. Tinubu has exhausted. No, I'm telling you now. Tinubu has exhausted close to 40% of his administration.
But all of Professor said, "Let us."
Boss, when you say 100 and somebody have exhausted almost 40%, what does that mean? And if you look at his antecedents of that 40%.
No, I think it's going to show that he's looking at the lifespan of most of his policies.
But let me use one adage in our dialect. The taste
of the pudding is in the eating.
Once you pick something and put, and you know that this thing maybe is mineral, and it does not taste like mineral, it tastes like water, there is something wrong. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
there is something wrong. So it has started badly, and there is no. Nigerians are just at this point being hopeful in God. Nigerian government, Tinubu is failing. Let me just use that word. Tinubu is failing, and you need to be listening to this program. I understand that it's not a matter of punch or this thing, but see, now the media is serious to transform this nation. They don't have any option.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chinedu. Thank you very much.
God bless you, sir.
You have done justice to the area in question.